Okay, so I'm braving it and making another video again. I really didn't want to just go outside somewhere and make these when no one's going to find me, but I've got two massive raw patches on my feet where I had blisters, so I'm not even sure I can wear shoes right now. So some of you may have heard I sent a letter to an old teacher of mine. I spoke about it a couple of times. I haven't seen him for 4 years, and I really wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do, and I ended up coming out to him as well, which I was doubly unsure of whether that was the right thing to do or not. But I needed to send something to him because for myself, I needed to apologise for how I behaved back then and let him know that I really appreciated everything that he did to me, because I wouldn't have been alive now or happy now if it wasn't for him. Like, he helped me a lot and he taught me a lot about the world and people, and in some bizarre way he helped me to realise who I was as well. And I ended up coming out to him because although I didn't expect any sort of reply, I didn't want him to reply to me and start up a conversation, and then a while down the line I'd obviously have to come out to him just because of life, and I didn't want him to stop talking to me because of that, because that would hurt more than if he never replied in the first place. And it was very hard for me to think of writing something to him, getting back in contact, but still lying about who I was. And it's been a long time since I've signed anything with my birth name, even though that's still legally my name. I sign work and stuff with it, but I don't introduce myself as that person. I don't introduce myself, or I let other people introduce me. It's hard for me to hold my hand up and say that this is my name, because it's not my name, and I don't associate with it anymore. So I felt really bad lying to him by not telling him who I really am. But I got a reply back from him. He was really pleased that I got back in touch, and he was saying that he wished he'd helped me more, and my immediate reaction was, how could you have helped me more? You already saved my life. But it was just really good to hear back from him, and he wants to meet up sometime if we can work it out. I don't know if that'll be possible because of work and where he is and where I am, and also because he used his work email address to get in touch with me, and then now on Easter holiday, I'm not American. Now Easter holidays, I won't get another reply for 2 or 3 weeks now. But yeah, I'm still really glad I've done it, and it means a lot to me. God, there's something else I was going to talk about as well. Oh yeah, that's depressing. We have to do these things at work about 3 times in the year. Luckily this is the only year we've got to do it, but it's called a FITech report. It's basically like a healthy lifestyle assessment where they take measurements and body fat and weight, lung capacity, all that general shit, and tell you how unhealthy you are. And I struggled doing it a lot, and this time I just couldn't face it, and I ended up walking out and sitting in a cupboard for an hour and a half just crying. And I feel bad for not being able to do it, I feel weak for not being able to do it, but I just couldn't sit there and have people point out to me how my body is in the normal female range, and how all the female, and just have it written down on paper, I'm someone that I'm not. And I couldn't deal with that. And I couldn't deal with having things that should. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. There's just so much of it that I hate. I couldn't deal with being said, oh yeah, you're right, for this range, this is the female range, when I personally judge myself by the male range, of which is like harder to be in. I don't know. And then it just points out stuff that I can never change, like waist to hip ratios. That was sort of the breaking point for me, just watching people do those. And I sort of realised that it's harder to take yourself out of a situation that's bad for you than it is just to stay in there because that's what you should do. And I think I've realised that a lot this week with my girlfriend finally sort of having the guts to get out of work, which was just a really bad environment for her. I'm really glad that she's got out of there at last, or getting out. She's got a couple of days left to work. So yeah, I'm now realising that it takes a lot more strength to do what's right for you and sort of break away from what you're meant to do than it is just to stay there and keep going. It's definitely the right thing to do. Also, I've got a new binder. It's one of the eBay binders. It costs about £8. I did get a £2-3 one as well, but I messed up with the sizing and it's massively too big. I'm going to try and do some sewing and sort that out. But yeah, it's just sort of an update on my life and everything. I'll be back home in like a week, so it's not really home, but it's where my girlfriend is, so that makes it home to me. So that'll be really good. Okay, see you later.